Mika Melatika is a name that has orbited Nijisanji EN for a long time. For 2 years, Mika Melatika worked as a Nijisanji member, making friends until she attracted a lot of unintended drama from the fans of her friends until she graduated in December 2023. Mika debuted in July 2021 as a member of Nijisanji ID and was able to grow her channel from 0 to 100,000 subscribers in 7 months. Although she is capable of speaking both Indonesian and English, Mika chose to use English as a primary language, a decision that was partially spurred by her desire not to get cancelled by her fellow Indonesians.
Mika tuh pengen ngomong bahasa Indonesia gitu ya, tapi kayak kadang rada insecure gitu loh, karena kalau misalnya Mika kayak dapet backlash dengan bahasa Indonesia tuh lebih kayak grek gitu rasanya, kayak gitu kan. Tapi kalau awal-awal gitu kayak gue lebih sensi kalau dapet komennya bahasa Indo terus kayak jelek-jelekin gitu, gue kayak
Theoretically, this decision to use English does open Mika up to significantly larger potential audiences. However, at the downside of being in a much more saturated market. This is just due to population differences between English speakers in the world and Indonesian speakers throughout the world. Mika's decision to use English eventually led her to making friends amongst Nijisanji EN, to the point where she is often mistaken as a member of Niji EN instead of Niji ID. Collabs became core to Mika's overall growth strategy, with roughly 1/3 of her streams being collabs by the time of her graduation, and over time she began to do more and more. In December 2021, Nijisanji EN wave Luxium debuted and grew massively popular. Luxium's growth proved to be an opportunity for Mika, and she was able to make friends with many of the members. Mika's most popular live streams came from collabing with Luxium members. For example, the Nekopara streams Ike, Mista, Sunny, Albin as Catboys, and its sequel, Who Do We Take? Albin, Ike, Sunny, or Mista, have ended up as Mika's most popular streams. However, despite things looking pretty good on the surface, Mika was actually under a lot of pressure due to the disparity between her own subscriber counts and the subscriber counts of her peers. And her constant collabs were actually an attempt to close that disparity in subscriber counts.
But when you're in a company, especially during that time when everyone was blowing up, everyone was talking about Nijisanji, Nijisanji, I felt the pressure to have to upkeep with that. Like I have to keep up with this pace that they're setting. You know, because it is so clear what they want from me. And they want me to be good, just as good or better or whatever. So I felt a lot of fucking pressure because I was there. I was like new and I just decided to do my best, right? What do I need? This is how my brain works. I'm gonna explain myself. I need to be promoted. I need to get my name out there. I need exposure. So collaborations were the most obvious reason, and it is for a good reason, because that is the obvious solution.
And in spring 2022, her channel hit an unexpected growth spurt. With new friends and decent growth, things were finally looking up for Mika. Mika grew especially close to Mista Rios, a now graduated member of Nijisanji EN. Mika and Mista ended up doing quite a few collabs with each other, and even formed their own duo name called Miss Me, as the two of them simply felt more comfortable with each other. This pairing resulted in a lot of fun for fans and a lot of frustration for antis. The Miss Me pairing is one of the most shipped duos I've seen in the Nijisanji fanbase, with many clips featuring both Mika and Mista together. Unfortunately, Mika's collabs created a lot of unintended drama. A small but very loud minority began to relentlessly attack Mika. Some people got mad because Mika didn't do as many collabs with her own generation, with the logic that she should be trying to elevate her own generation rather than just trying to grow herself. Others despised the Miss Me pairing and caused a lot of drama while trying to get Mika to stop collabing with Mista as much as she did, claiming that Mika was just trying to use Mista for views. The Miss Me pairing got enough hate that Mista ended up releasing a video to defend Mika and any others he might collab with.
Been a lot of hate around. It's basically from like the same person, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But it's like 5 or 6 accounts that are like made close to each other's dates, saying the same exact tweet but just slightly worded different, with the same beginning and end. Just hating towards Miss Me in general, aka me and Mika's kind of duo hashtag that we have. First of all, they stated that I collab with them every single week and it's getting boring, and I need to improve on my content about that.
Now, as for why Mika attracted so much drama, most likely Luxium's fangirls got a bit jealous of Mika interacting with their favorite anime boyfriends in Nijisanji. Nijisanji's Luxium wave has a reputation for being exceptionally parasocial and possessive of their favorite creators, to the point where that it often crosses the boundaries that the Nijisanji creators set for themselves. And these fans are known for getting angry when their boyfriend time gets invaded. Eventually, all the drama surrounding her seemed to be a little bit too much, and Mika began to dial back on the collabs in order to become a bit less relevant in the mind of aunties.
Back then, chat, I was a very sweaty person. Like, I wanted content, I wanted growth, everything. So because of that, I had more people that joined my stream, more new eyes watching me, and because of that, like, I had more opinions and stuff. Like, people did not like me, people did like me, stuff like that, good and bad. And I decided that I did not want to deal with the negativity. So I shot myself in the foot. But yeah, I decided that if I wanted to not get this much, if I didn't want to be so scared, every time I go live, I have to be careful of what I say or what I do, who I hang out with, stuff like that. If I didn't want to be that scared, then I'm just going to significantly reduce the amount of people watching me. So I kind of decided to not sabotage, but it was a worth it sacrifice in my opinion. Because I stopped collabing a lot. I stopped trying to like promote myself as much. I stopped all of that. And I just...
In April 2022, Anycolor decided to merge the Nijisanji Korea and Indonesia branches into the main Nijisanji Japanese branch. While none of the talents were fired from Nijisanji, they were all transferred from their respective branches into the main Japanese branch and offered the same benefits as the main Japanese branch, with the merger occurring ostensibly for better management organization. Nijisanji Korea was notorious at the time for having terrible management, so the merger was necessary for Nijisanji to ensure better management for all of its branches, although Nijisanji Indonesia itself was known to have exceptionally good management even before the merger. In the long run, the merger has destroyed the group identity of Nijisanji ID and has hurt a lot of the potential branding for the branch, since there's no longer any way for the former Indonesia members to distinguish themselves effectively from the Japanese members. Since the merger, there have been rumors that Anycolor has effectively abandoned the former Indonesia members, a rumor fueled by the fact that since the merger occurred, there have been noticeably less marketing and merchandise for the former members, and the amount of former Niji ID members leaving the company is slowly increasing. In fall 2023, Nijisanji announced that Mika would be graduating at the end of the year, in December 27th or 28th depending on time zone. The sudden announcement caused Mika to return early from a break to discuss the announcement, since her audience is mostly English speaking and the announcement was done in Indonesian and Japanese. Throughout the stream, we got plenty of information as to why Mika was planning on leaving. She has achieved everything that she wanted to.
So honest, I just feel like there's nothing else for me, like there's nothing else I can somewhat achieve here. You know, like it's not even like, I know a lot of people say like, oh, because I'm tired, or it's because of controversy, or it's because of drama, or whatever. Everyone have their own reasons, but my reason personally is just like, yeah, this is unscripted by the way, so if I sound like I'm stupid, it's because I am. Like, I didn't write a script. I don't know why I didn't. But I'm the type of person that I need to work towards something in order to produce better and better things. Like, I like not toxic competitiveness, but I like the feeling of competition, you know, like healthy competition. And I need to have like attainable goals. And for a while now, I realized, like, at first it feels like it, and then eventually I realized that there's nothing left for me to really achieve.
Now, of all of the streams that she wanted to do, the one that she placed the most emphasis on was her charity streams, wherein she raised a good amount of money. This was a stream where she accomplished her final goal as a Nijisanji member. With all of her goals fulfilled, she has no real reason to stay. With everything explained and ready to go early, there was nothing for fans to do except for wait for the final graduation stream, wherein she thanked her fanbase for being one of the greatest fanbases ever. Now, with Mika leaving Nijisanji, obviously everyone wanted to know exactly what Mika had planned for the future. It's not uncommon for a retired VTuber to come back under a new persona. However, Mika claimed that she had absolutely no plans for the future whatsoever. It's also fairly well known that Mika has wanted to become a teacher, hence there's a possibility that she might leave VTubing entirely and just become a teacher instead. Although there are some fans who are holding out hope that Mika might join VShojo, as she does have some friends in that company. However, for the time being, the only person who knows the answer to that question is Mika herself. And also probably some of her friends too. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll be seeing all of you in the future.